So our first subject tonight is about Chelsea Handler. So Chelsea Handler actually is saying that she might be going back to the late night show, do her own talk show again. She's been actually, she's been gone for a while, but now with Trevor Noah stepping down, she thought this might be a great opportunity for her to step up and do some more. Sabrina, you see this actually? I don't know if you can actually see this or not.
I can. While appearing on the latest episode of The Daily Beast, the Last Laugh podcast, the comedian says she's very seriously pitching herself to take over the late night gig, which Trevor Noah officially bowed out of last month. As soon as Trevor Noah stepped down from The Daily Show and they were saying they need a guest host, I was like, yeah, let's go. I'll go do that. And it's a perfect job for me. That's a great gig, she told Matt Wilson. We're definitely going to have conversations about that for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I heard this, and I think she's hilarious. I think she's really funny when she takes over for Jimmy Fallon, or not Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel. When she takes over for Jimmy Kimmel every once in a while. All of her monologues are hilarious, and she's also a stand-up comedian, which only helps for that because, of course, she's comfortable on stage. She's comfortable in front of people. She knows how to crack a joke. She knows how to have a good time, and that energy, that raw energy, really feeds into it. So the idea of her taking over for Trevor Noah, I think, is a good idea. I thought it was very fascinating. I'm like, oh, this could be a great fit, especially because, The Daily Show used to be very comedic. And I feel like Trevor Noah's kind of gone away from that. He still has the comedy, but I feel like she might give a breath of fresh air to this. Sabrina, you hear about this. What do you think about it? Are you excited about her going back maybe to late night, or do you think this is a bad idea?
I love Chelsea Handler, honestly. I used to watch Chelsea lately when she had that show all the time. I think she's hilarious. She's smart. She is up on current events. She has the ability to surround herself with the right people. She always had great panels on Chelsea lately. I know that's not the same exact format that she would have on The Daily Show, but I think it would be a really good fit for her. And I think it would be nice to see a woman, have a late night talk show. And I think that it would put a different perspective on things. And I like Trevor Noah a lot. It's a very different show than it was with Jon Stewart. And I think that if Chelsea took over, it would be a very different show than it is with Trevor Noah. But I think that's just the evolution of things, and I think it would be amazing. I would watch it all the time. I watch Trevor Noah when YouTube forces me to, but I would watch Chelsea on purpose all the time.
Happens all the time. I swear, when I'm on my YouTube, it just pops up like Trevor Noah again. And you walk away from the TV.
Some thing that he they pay for.
I stopped following him and everything. I thought that would stop it. I mean, I don't mind him at all, but I'm just saying it was like every time we leave the room, he's back on talking about something. I thought it was just kind of hilarious that it's the go-to.
I think you guys bring up a really important point that the format in general is changing in terms of the late night geography of TV. Like, it used to be kind of a time slot that you would check in with. I mean, everybody had their go-tos, like Conan, or I'm old enough to remember when Craig Kilborn was rocking The Daily Show. I'm like, who's this Jon Stewart guy? Like, he sucks. Whatever. Thankfully, I'm wise. I was wise enough to eat my words on that after a couple of weeks, and I saw, oh wow, he's changing this into a very relevant news platform. Jon Stewart really brought us news parody in a way that at least our generation, the three of us, hadn't seen before. So regarding Chelsea Handler, I don't think I've ever been particularly part of her demographic. I do agree that it'd be great to see more women's voices, more diversity in late night in general. But Chelsea's brand, as she has a certain aggressive abrasiveness that she likes to go for. So I was a little bit skeptical to begin with when I saw the link that Brian sent to me. But when I read the Hollywood Reporter article, she seems incredibly sincere about wanting to really explore the format, being really happy with the opportunities that she's had in late night. And I think the point I wanted to bring up is we saw Colbert shift from the Colbert Report, which was super goofy, super just satirical, ironic, and into a more mainstream format. I think we could see a similar shift with Chelsea Handler going from her more aggressive, abrasive style to an opportunity where she has maybe more of a social kind of platform.
Yeah, I agree with you. It could be a great thing for her opportunity for her to change her voice a little bit too, and actually grow. And the thing is too, her being a comedian, like I said before, and stepping away from the stage might be a bad thing though for her career too. Or maybe it's a great thing. Look at Jimmy Kimmel. It just changed his whole life. Do you think, Mike, that'd be a good thing though? Do you think that it would take away from her career? Do you think that it would be something that she would regret because she loves being on stage?
It sounds like she's a workaholic, and as much as it would be for you and I to accept something like a late night show, like the amount of crazy work that'd be, I think for her, if she focused on that, that would be really pulling back a lot with what she can do with the amount of energy she is capable of putting out. But it sounds like she's at the time in her life where she's done that output. She's put tentacles in every piece of media that she can. She's had her presence. She's had her face out there. And I think she can maybe take some more time for herself and her personal pursuits. Like, I have no idea what her family situation is, what her hobbies are, but it sounds like she wants to put more time into that.
Yeah, I think her hobbies include a lot of vodka.
I think so too. I think there's a lot of drinking and, and just I mean, the fact that she's a comedian is just amazing for this whole opportunity. And I really do think that the Daily Show could use this kind of update and different change, and her energy could really make this a different program, like we're saying. And I'm down for it. We'll see what happens.
She's very compelling to watch. Like, she's very compelling. She's very funny. She's very quick-witted, which you really do need for that type of a platform. And like, when Jimmy Kimmel takes off for like 2 months in the summertime to like hang out with his family, which, good for him. And I'm glad that they let him do that. But he has a series of guest hosts, and I never watch because it's never good. Like, it's never good. But she hosted for a week and I watched every single day. She was hilarious. I enjoyed it. She was fun. She was good with the guests. Her monologues were on point. She had good chemistry with Guillermo. I mean, I know Guillermo's not on the Daily Show, but I'm sure like she'll, adapt to that surrounding as well. And I do think she's going to guest host there first, because there are a series of guest hosts that are going to be, or are currently doing the Daily Show, or are going to be. I'm not really sure if he's actually stepped away yet. But there are a list of guest hosts that are going to come in, and she will be one of them. And I guess they'll see if it's a good fit, but I'm all for it.
And Guillermo and her are taking shots and stuff too of tequila. She's like, "Give me that good stuff, Guillermo."
If having a late night show gig means that you don't have to start your day until 2 p.m., she can get up a lot of shenanigans with that kind of a
that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
It's really true. What does everybody else think out there? What do you think about this, everybody? Do you enjoy this? Think this is a good idea for her career? Do you think that maybe she just stayed on the stage and this won't be good? Or do you think this is a great opportunity for the show? Because I think it is. I think it's going to be a great thing that could go really well for the show. Change it up a little bit, give it a different voice, give it a different feeling, and maybe be something great for her career too. I don't know. We'll see. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think.